Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for December 2024. How are you doing, Gemini? We had the Pluto shifting from Capricorn into Aquarius on the 19th of November. How did you feel around that? If anything, you may not have felt anything at all. How are you doing in general? So if you, just to let you know, actually, if you need to book a personal reading or to see the daily written readings, go to the description box for the info on that. We've got the decks in front of us, the oracle decks that I'll be using for the reading today. Your pre-reading meditation was nothing. No, it wasn't literally nothing. I did sit for quite a bit and nothing was coming in. However, I then started to wonder if you are like trying to clear your mind, clear out the clutter, meditate, or if that's something you need to do. And I was very aware that I was meditating, which that's not really how meditation is supposed to go, is it? But it is what it is. I was very aware that I was meditating or trying to meditate, and then I was very aware of the sounds around me, like the noise of the clock. And I live by a dual carriageway, so it's really noisy, and sometimes it's triple glazed, but the sound of the cars and stuff can get a bit much for me sometimes. But I was very aware of it. It wasn't annoying or anything, very neutral. But I was very aware of the sounds around me. And then with the time as well, the sound of the clock ticking. See, I can't even hear it now. But when I was trying to meditate, I could hear the ticking really loudly. It was making me think, if you're contemplating something about time or making better use of your time, or you're just trying to be very present, in connection with the meditation. If you've ever heard of Eckhart Tolle, a lot of his stuff, when he speaks, he often speaks of being present. So I don't know if that's something you are doing or that you need to do, is to be more present and to clear your mind. So that was it for you. So we're going to get into your reading now. So we're going to start off with Oracle of the Unicorns. So I chose this as I feel it's a bit more of a light-hearted deck, and because stuff has been so heavy with everything in life, the world, politics, everything. And of course, we're in Sagittarius season now, so horses, unicorns and horses with horns, aren't they, really? So yeah, I chose that one for that purpose, and I felt it would be a nice deck to use. But anyway, we're going to get on with it for you. We're going to start. So what do we need to know for Gemini? Sun, Moon and Rising. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising for December 2024. I'm hearing slow down, to be honest. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to get the message out and it's like shuffling too fast, but I'm getting slow down. Anyway, I knew this would come back out. I don't know if you saw that it was on the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling, when I turned the deck the right way. I had a feeling it would come out right. So it says, Goddess, honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. So obviously there may be a self-love message there, in connection to feminine energy, that can be to do with being more present, slowing down, being receptive. It's blurry, isn't it? Those kinds of things. Is that better? I think that's it. Almost blends into the background as well, doesn't it? Let's get your tarot cards out as well and see what comes up for you. What does Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising need to know? Okay, well, we've got one here, one's fallen. Just bear with me, see if I can get this without dragging everything down. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, Seven of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Those are, yeah. So currently Mercury is in Sagittarius. And I was speaking with a friend about this, and the friend said it feels, before knowing about Mercury in Sagittarius, that there's a weird push-pull energy, and then it clicked when I remembered Mercury was in Sagittarius, that Mercury retrograde, which is at present, is something that slows us down. Oh, interestingly, Seven of Pentacles, is that it might not be a Virgo card actually, but Pentacles, Virgo energy, which is connected to Mercury, isn't it, actually? Virgo's connected to Mercury. Your energy, Gemini and Virgo, are connected to Mercury. Anyway, She was speaking of this push-pull energy, and I was saying that Mercury retrograde makes us slow down. It causes delays and stuff like that, whether it's with communication, travel, etc. But Sagittarius is an energy that's on the go. It wants to move, it wants things to happen quickly. So that would be the push-pull energy because it's conflicting. And that's giving me that feeling as well, because the Seven of Pentacles, it's taking your time, isn't it? It's having patience, it's investing something slowly. Eight of Wands is progress, it's moving fast, it's, you know, quick communication, those sorts of things. So let's get the rest of the cards out. We've got the Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. I knew that Chariot was going to come back out as well. I kind of saw that peeking out of the deck, and that felt like flow, something to do with flow. Okay. You might be setting boundaries about how you spend your time and energy at this point in time. That's just an intuitive thing that's coming in. I suppose especially with that Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. I'm seeing that connection with the Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Cups, where it's like really taking the lead and taking control in what you do, how quickly you move, how much you do. With the Judgment card there, it's the decisions, making those decisions, or that's one of the meanings, would be making those decisions, that you're very much in control at this point in time. And this can be at work, that you're setting new boundaries at work, or it could be in your relationships or just in life in general, where you won't kind of be rushed. That would be that divine feminine energy. It's an energy of flow, isn't it? It's not being rushed, it flows like water. Let's get the clarifiers out. So for the Eight of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is back again. Right. Seven of Pentacles, Judgment. Three of Cups. Knight of Cups. And the Fool as well. I think, again, you are very much setting your own rules and standing by it in terms of what you do, what you invest in, what you give your time to, who you spend your time with, everything. You're the one that's in control here. You're the one that is it the reins are in your hand or something? And there are certain things that you will ensure that you only do it if you have the right support, and if your heart's in it as well. With the Knight of Cups, like, you will be willing to take a risk or a leap of faith, but it's got to be in alignment with you. You won't be doing anything that isn't in alignment with you in this kind of energy. The word poised is coming to mind, so you'll make your moves, but you won't, you might move quick when you do move, but in making the decision, you're not going to be rushed in making any kind of decisions, I would say here. Okay. Or just in anything you're doing in day-to-day life at this point in time. So Queen of Swords. Nine of Wands. So this is a past energy, by the way, that Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles. So I'm getting this funny image here with this Queen of Swords, that say that Nine of Wands was your boss at work or something. Even if they came on their knees begging you, saying, can you please do this extra work, you would look at them and say no. Just with a smile on your face. No argument, no bitterness or anything, just no, not doing it. And I've got new attitude with the Ace of Wands, the word new attitude. So I don't know if previously you were willing to kind of do more, or to kind of wear yourself out a little bit, or take on a lot, and now it's just like, no, no. Four of Cups. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Two of Cups. For me, the Four of Cups here, because it's in reverse, it's that, again, the boundaries, there's just things you won't put up with anymore. You're not going to work excessively. You're not going to do anything that you don't want to do. That's what it feels like. And with that Two of Cups, it's almost like you've come to an understanding with yourself, and anybody that can't meet you on that level, yeah, it's yeah, you're not going to cooperate with them. Okay. So let's look at the Five of Swords, which is a challenge, or has been. It almost feels like it's not the current challenge. It has been the challenge. It feels like a past challenge at this point. So strength, yeah. I think you've changed in the, I mean, yeah, I think you've changed your approach or attitude to things, where you've just gathered so much strength that I think this is a past challenge. I mean, maybe for someone it's that the Five of Swords energy would be where people can take advantage of you, or that kind of vibe. But I almost feel like you're past that now. I feel like you've gone past it, because you've got the Strength card. It's the courage and the strength and the will to resist if people try to drag you into stuff, whether it is drama, excessive work, whatever it is. But I feel like you've already changed, and you're like, nope. That no again. I think she'll just call the reading no. With the Eight of Cups, you're just not. You want the balance there. You want it to be equal give and take. And I think you're not going to get dragged into anything like that at this point in time. Hopefully forever. But you're just not. It's not happening anymore. Five of Wands. Yeah, you're not getting dragged into any drama, any conflict. The Lovers in reverse. Let's get one for that. Oh God, why are they all coming out in reverse as well? The Lovers in reverse. So it's the Five of Cups, the Devil, the Queen of. I feel like this is about you don't want to have any regrets, or if you have been in a past situation, like a connection with the Lovers being in reverse, in any kind of connection where it just was more of a Five of Swords energy, and it just wasn't beneficial to you, and you were kind of taken advantage of or anything. It's like, nope, not doing that again, or I'm done with that and there's no regrets now. I'm not putting myself in a position again where it hurts my feelings, where I feel stuck and trapped and I'm not taking care of myself. You're just not getting attached. Attached is another word with that Lovers card. You're not attaching yourself to anything like that anymore. Or if you haven't already done it, then that's what you're heading towards. But I would say for many of you, it feels like you've passed that. You've already gone past that. So with the Chariot energy, that is energy's external energy. I'm trying to remember. I am going to have to look at this, and I don't know if I've got the information close to me either, if I can even check it. But let me just have a little look for you. 1 minute. Okay, Gemini, I just had to check, because I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of this reading that I did readings for each sign, for Pluto entering Aquarius, shifting out of Capricorn, going into Aquarius. So yours, with you, Pluto was in your 8th house when it was in Capricorn. And I believe I said in your reading that you went through a massive, you may have gone through awakening, to be honest, or another awakening, or another chapter of an awakening. So now Pluto is in your 9th house, which is more Sagittarius energy. But with the transformation that happened in the 8th house, I can see why you'd be in divine feminine energy. You may have even been your first awakening, or the biggest awakening, spiritual awakening that you've ever had in your life. So again, you could be in that divine feminine energy now because of that. And it's just like, when you have those kind of awakenings, there's a lot of awareness, self-love that happens. You set new boundaries, you become a different person, you operate differently. And I can see why this energy, that no energy would be there. Let's see with the Chariot. I mean, the Chariot, it's the energy is external to you. It's kind of moved you forward, hasn't it, really? You've got the Moon there. King of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. There's definitely a sense of a new journey here and a new path that you're on. Again, I think you've left a lot of fears behind with that Moon card. That's what that feels like for me. You're moving on from any fears, any doubts. I think you've gained a level of, or a new level of emotional maturity, emotional resilience, emotional intelligence, and you're just ready for a new journey now. And you just, there's something very different about you, but it's internal, but it's showing on the outside as well. So people are seeing a different version of you, and you want different things as well in life now, I would say too. Yeah, you want something, you want to create something new, there's something about the way you interact physically with the world and people now that is different. Excuse me, that is different from the way it would have been before. It's like a new you here. So the external energy would be just the transformation that you've been through. You would have been pushed through it with that, astrologically, you would have been pushed through that transformation. And obviously you can choose how you interact with the transit. But for most, it looks like you've kind of gone with the flow, that word flow again. You've gone with the flow of that, that transit and the transformation. And you've come out the other side very different now. Let's look at the Sun card, which is what you need to be more aware of. Well, the first thing I would say is your light. Your light, you're probably more aware of your light now, or need to be. But also, again, so somebody else got this, who was it, Virgo? I can't remember now. One of the other signs got this Sun card in their reading. And in their reading, it did the thing about working in a different way came up as well. So literally, like if it was literal work, it would be the person who decides that they want to work from home. They want to work on their own schedule. If they've got kids, they want to be able to have the kids around them while they're working. They work at their own pace. Nobody's rushing them. They're in a comfortable environment. They just feel very much at home. And that's the sense I get with you, is that you feel very much at home within yourself and your life at present, whatever that is for you. Let's see what else. So you may be growing into this. You may be growing into this more. So with the Justice card there, it's almost like the scales of karma have been balanced in a way. So yeah, there's a new sense of security and stability there for you. Could be that you're working from home literally, or you've moved home and you feel more at home, or moved to a new location or something. But I would say something about you feeling very much more at home within yourself. Seven of Swords, the Devil in reverse. Three of Swords. So there's a more authentic version of you here, for sure. And you would have had to do your shadow work and stuff to get to that point and be very radically honest with yourself. But I think also it would have taught you stuff about who you can trust as well. And you would have learned from experiences where you have been deceived in toxic situations as well in the past. But it's shown you your light. Those situations would have shown you your light, and that's led to you having a better sense of stability and security and feeling more at home within yourself. I mean, as I say, for the most part, it feels like a lot of you have already done this, but some may still be going through the process, and that's fine. Obviously, everybody's journey is different. You work at your own pace. You experience things at your own pace. There's no comparison. Queen of Cups as a potential future energy. Queen of Cups and Queen of Cups. Again, it's that kind of sense of emotional mastery, and the Queen of Cups, again, thinking of divine feminine energy. It's more of that. It's just more of that coming up in the future, to be honest. And being seen as that as well. So I remember when that Page of Pentacles came up, and I said it's like I knew you had, people would kind of be starting to see that. It's just more of that coming out of you, more of this version of you coming out, and being respected and valued for that too. So it is a new direction with the Knight of Wands. We've got the Seven What else is that? Seven of Cups, the Empress, and the Page of Swords. It's just fully, it looks like fully embracing this version of yourself and exploring it even more, learning more about who you are now, and what you're capable of now with this new energy around you and about you, and in you as well, within you. This is a really fascinating read, Gemini, and it's really like, I know a lot of the readings recently just in general have been quite heavy, but this one's such a pleasant energy. I know that life can't all be pleasant all the time, but it's a really nice energy. Right, so you've got the Judgment card. Judgment can be connected to awakening as well. And with awakening as well, it doesn't just happen and then that's it. To be frank, I'm just at the point where I think once you have awakening, it continues. It's just one long thing until you're dead, basically. So I think it's just again about continuing to embrace that you've become awakened and that you are awakened, and it's just a continual journey now. And the decisions you make will be different going forward because you're coming from that place of knowing more of who you are and being in this divine feminine energy. So the Chariot has fallen. I'm just debating if I can manage to get this without dragging the equipment down. Can I do this? I think so. Yep, so again, just moving forward from that place of transformation, basically. So we've got the Page of Cups, the Four of Swords. So it can be that you're moving forward, there's more vulnerability to you, which to me, the vulnerability, it's authenticity and it's radical honesty, isn't it? Again, that not being rushed with that Four of Swords, you're not being rushed, and there is no rush either. It can be that there may be some more inner child healing work to do for some as well. Eight of Wands. Why do yours keep disappearing down there? Right, we've got one here. We have Nine of Swords. I think there's something here where there's a couple of different ways this is coming up for me. So again, you won't be rushed into anything because you know it will stress you out. But I think you're very aware of that, and you won't, if you're aware enough of it, you won't let it happen. But also again, it's just continuing on the journey. And yeah, some parts of it, you haven't, like, even if you've had your awakening and you're in this amazing goddess, divine feminine energy at this point in time, it's not that you're suddenly now a perfect human being and nothing can get to you. Stuff will still stress you out. So say if you've awakened, but you still got to do a bit of healing work, inner child healing work, it will stress you out a bit. It may make you anxious, but you'll do it because you know you can, basically. And if this is, if you're a man watching this, I'd say it's more about tapping. I'd say you've probably had your awakening too, and there's that divine feminine energy part of yourself that you've tapped into, because we all have masculine and feminine, don't we? So it can be that you've just tapped into that divine feminine energy for yourself if you didn't previously, or you've tapped into it more. But so overall, it's the guidance. It's just continue on the journey, to be honest. And again, don't let anyone rush you, whether it is in terms of your spiritual path or any other part of your life. And if you are doing more internal work and with your awakening and everything, you'll be able to get through it. Right, let's see what the final card of guidance says. That was just a pretty straightforward reading. It's just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and then obviously if you haven't gotten to that point, then just, you know, be aware of everything that was said here. And yeah, what do we need to know? What else do we need to know for right, Gemini? So it says, if you can see that, trying to get the best angle. Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now, empty your mind. Oh my God, did I talk about meditation at the beginning of this and clearing out the clutter? I think I did, didn't I? Clean your house and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. So again, I'd say it's just about continuing on this journey and clearing out the clutter and make sure that those distractions don't come in. Because I was saying at the beginning with that Five of Swords that you're not going to take on too much, and you're not going to be overworked or be rushed, etc. So it's just continuing with that. And again, if you haven't already gotten to that point, then to take this on board. But I love that, the way it said, what was it? Did it say clearing out the mind? Empty your mind, yeah, with the meditation thing at the beginning. That was fascinating. Right, so I'll leave it there for you then, Gemini. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Again, go to the description box if you want to book a personal reading or see the written daily reading. I'll be back in December at some point, probably for shorts, because as I've said to everyone, I don't know if it's just me personally or just the time of year or whatever it is, but I'm feeling low energy, and yeah, I think I might shorts are all I'm gonna have to give by mid-December. So I hope December goes really well for you. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.